Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist. Thought I'd do a follow-up video to the video I put out earlier today. Today is December 26th, and in that video, I was talking how a lot of economists are predicting a further downward motion in the Dow, pretty much to 20 to 30%, right? So we would see that somewhere around 18,000. And people asked me, I was just like, are they just pulling that number out of the head, or do they actually like really have an idea on how that number is going to come about? And if you take and you draw a trend line, so basically you take the Dow back 10 years and you connect all the lower peaks and all the upper peaks, what it does is it builds a channel that the price travels through. And at the end of 2017, we actually busted out of the upper end of that channel, the upper trend line. And we were bouncing along the top of that upper trend line. And then about 6 months ago or so, we broke back into the channel. And now we're about halfway in the middle of that channel, and we're heading down towards the lower part of it. And a lot of economists are predicting that it's going to bust that lower trend line and head down even farther from there. And if we do that, you know, it's a good possibility that we're going to land around 18,000 Dow, and that's where a lot of these economists are predicting. After I made that video, the Dow shoots up like 1,000 points today, right? So Christmas Eve was the worst day for Dow, and then today was like one of the best days for the Dow. And I just and a lot of people started commenting. I was like, hey, Dow's up 1,000 points, dude. Things are rocking and rolling. It looks great out here. I wanted to show you what that motion looked like, that move, right? And so what I did is I printed out a 6-month-long chart of the Dow, right? And then I drew this green line. That's from December down, right? This is the downward, this is the market sell-off that we experienced over December. And then that little pink line, can you see it? That little tiny pink line right there, that's the 1,000 points that they're talking about today, okay? So it's not like we had a full recovery and it just, you know, everything got, it's not. That's a tiny little move right there in comparison to what has happened over the last month. And I'm not messing, I mean, look at the numbers. This is the real deal. I'm not like, you know, just faking this thing. This is exactly what it said. So yeah, you can see that the Dow didn't perform quite to the extent that, you know, I mean, if it was a true recovery, you know, we would have seen like 2,000 or 3,000 point recovery, right? So this little 1,000 point move, although it was quite extreme, really is pretty insignificant on the grand scheme of things. Okay, Uneducated Economist, talk to you guys later.